You guys know I'm a pretty happy camper right now because I've been testing out this latest update and it's pretty cool. And this update will be dropping to the overall public on June 23rd, 2022. So if you're watching the video after that, it's already dropped. So go ahead and get it, or it might be a new update. Bolo! All right, so AKAI has gave us a new update and it's actually pretty cool. Doesn't have everything that we've always wanted, but it is pretty doggone cool. Now, one thing that they do not have in here is the linear editing when it comes to sequencing, which that is cool because I'm using this mostly in standalone mode and I'm totally fine without using linear sequencing in standalone mode. But they also added a few extra things that I really like. So let's go ahead, let's take a dive into this update. I'm pretty sure there's gonna be tons of videos that's gonna be showing all of the features of this update, but I'm just gonna show you some things that I really like about this newest update. So let's go ahead and get to it and let's see what the new update has to offer. Okay, so we're now in the MPC Live with the new update, and as you can see, doesn't look like much has changed. Everything pretty much looks the same, but when you go right here to press this right here to save like you usually would, it does not happen like that. So what we have to do now is press menu, and now all of that shows up right here at the bottom. So you can save your projects and all that good stuff, and you can go to your preferences from there as well. Another thing that they have on here that's pretty cool is you press right here, they have a tuner. So if you have a guitar, if you have anything that needs to be tuned, you can use that in the tuner. So that's actually kind of dope right there. Another thing that I do like about this is you can actually rearrange all this stuff right here. So you can press edit and you can go ahead and rearrange all this. If I want to take the MIDI controller and move that right there, that's cool. I can do that. I can move all this stuff around, and that's pretty cool. Doesn't really matter to me like that. I'm just pretty much gonna keep everything the same. So as you can see, everything has this nice little shiny colors and everything like that, and everything is cool. And as you guys can see, they have the main mode, grid, track view, sounds, which they have a new little logo for that, and the XY FX right here. That stuff is all the same, but we're gonna go ahead and check out the new sounds menu right now, which this is very dope. I actually like this. So let's go back into here and let's just go to a track. I have something in this track right here. Let's go to track 3. As you guys can see in track 3, we have hype pulled up, which is default sound. But as you can see, look at that. We have these new icons right here, and we have sounds icon, we have our favorites, and we have pad perform. Right now, when you automatically go into this, when you get your sounds right now, you're automatically in a pad performance. As you can see, the pads are already pretty much lit up already. So when you play it, it's already in pad performance. What I really like about this is you can go right here to sounds. We click on sounds and bam, look at that. That looks good. That looks good. Makes you want to make some beats. Got some new colors, and it really kind of looks like a keyboard a little bit. So yeah, they have it to where now you can go ahead and just click on these. So we can click on hype, we have the default, we have the preview, and then we have all of the other different menus inside of here, and we can go through them, and bam, we can just click on it. And say for instance, we want to go ahead and pick on this right here. Now we got it and we play it. Fine, we can go to something different. So that's cool. We can go ahead and do that with all of the sounds in here, and it is just super dope because now we have a new way of picking our sounds, and it looks really good. Now, another thing you can do is you can go ahead and switch out of instruments. Now we can go ahead and pick our program type. So we can pick our drums. We can actually pick key groups if we want to. So we have factory expansions. We can go inside of here, pick our stuff. Like we can go into the vault and we can pick stuff like that. And as you can see, everything is populating. We can pick certain things out of the vault. And like say, for instance, that right there populates. And we are done. So we can do that with those key groups, and we can do it with our drums. So we have factory expansions and everything. So we can go into the vault, and then we can go ahead and pick like a little snap kit. It's gonna go ahead and populate all the stuff in there. And now we play it. So we have all of that and it is done. So I love this new menu right here. It is kind of cool. And you have your MIDI, your CV, you have your clips. You got all of that good stuff. Another thing that you have in here is you have your key ranges. So you can actually go in here. I have stuff on these tracks. So if I want to have the drums coming right here, I can go ahead and just move the drums right there. If I want to have my other drum kit right here, my other, little program kit or whatever, and I want my sounds right here, I can just move all of these and I can set these into key ranges for my sounds and everything else. And we can use this with a keyboard and it just makes things easier for some of you guys. I don't know if I'm going to use it that much, but it's a cool little feature that you can use for producing. Now, there's something in here that I really, really, really liked. It's something that I complained about, and they actually kind of fixed it, but it had to be some type of catch to it, but it's kind of cool. So let me show you. All right, so I got my Bolo 2022 kit in here. Not done with it yet, but it's a kit that I just loaded up real quick in here. And as you guys see, I have this bass right here. Now, I always said that we need to have it to where we can take these sounds and easily put these sounds into key groups. And yes, AKAI listen. So what we can do now is if I like this bass, I can go in here and go to menu. I can go right here to program edit. I can press one button right here and then bam, it is now in a key group. So when I go back to main, it automatically puts it in a key group for me. So now when I play it, it's gonna play it across all the keys on my keyboard. I don't have a keyboard hooked up, so it seems like it's pretty low. Let me go right here to a little higher octave. And once I play it, done. Makes its own key group for you. 2 clicks. I'm not mad at that because now I can do this with all of my sounds and I can make different key groups if I need to make them. So now if I just swing in a sound or a sample, I can go ahead, one click, it automatically makes my own key group for me. All right, another thing that they did add in here is some effects. The effects are cool. I don't know how much I'll be using them, but I know there's one that I'll definitely be using and it's kind of dope. So let's go ahead and check that out. So right now I have a sample in here. Let me play it. Yeah, sample from Splice. If you don't have a Splice membership, go ahead and click on that link in the description to get you a Splice membership. I think you'll like it. All right, so let's go in here. Let's go into mix. Let's go ahead and hit this again. So as you guys can see, we have all of the newest effects in here. So let's go ahead and go on these effects. And right here, this is the first effect that I got right here. I'm gonna turn this on. This is the new air amp right here. And as you can see, it's an amplifier box. So if I press the pad right now, which I got this on a preset right now, if I press the pad, you can add drive to it. You can do different things. And you can change these too. So you can change the cab and everything. You can change the model of it and you can do different things with that, which is pretty cool. Let's turn that off. Another one we have in here is we have air flavor. This is pretty cool right here. It's kind of like a filtery kind of thing for me. But if we play the sample and we go in here, we can change these. Seems pretty cool. Don't know if I really use it that much, but it seems okay. It might be useful for you. All right, so the one that I really like on here, right here, is the granulator right here. This is actually pretty doggone dope. So when I play the sample right now, watch this. I kind of like that. I like that. So once I do is I can change this and I can do different ones. That's dope. It just adds like a different dimension to your sounds, and it has a mix knob on here, so you can add a lot or you can add a little bit. And this is something I'll definitely be using like for my samples and just my sounds in general. I really like this one a lot. So another thing that they added something that I really kind of could see a use for it, but really not. But yeah, it's the new Ratchet feature where you can go ahead and play your hi-hats, and then you can use it to add the hi-hat triplets and all that stuff like that. I still think the old method of just hitting note repeat and just going through and just selecting that is a lot faster way. I don't see myself using the Ratchet feature like that, but I'll still show it to you either way. All right, so we got the hi-hats in there. Let's go ahead and go to this feature right here. I'm going to highlight this section right here. I'm gonna go ahead and take that out right now. And then what I'm going to do now is I'm gonna go up here and I'm going to just make one, and I'm gonna go ahead and make that just a little bit longer right here. Oops, let me select it. All right, so now that I got that stretched out, I'm gonna go ahead and click on this right here. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go right here and I'm gonna go to this Ratchet. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and take my little pencil thing right here and I'm gonna push that up. And what that's gonna do is it's gonna take those notes, which let me go ahead and find them real quick for you. There they go right here. It takes those notes and then it automatically makes them into like little triplets and stuff. And I can take my little pencil tool and pull that down and it turns into a little triplet, and then this turns it into like, an eighth and then a 16th, and you can keep adding it. So when I play it back, and let me add a little bit more. So the more I add it, the faster it goes. So it's a pretty cool tool. It seems like it takes a little too long for me. I'm cool with it. So yeah, that's pretty much it. That is the new update in a nutshell. It's gonna be tons of videos of people making beats with it and everything. I just want to show you guys some cool things about this new update. And I hope it's something that you guys actually like. I think they're pretty cool. I definitely love the being able to take any sound and put it in the key group. And I actually like how the new GUI looks when you go to select sounds and stuff like that. So it's pretty dope. So yeah, I am pretty happy about it, and I'm pretty excited about it. So hey, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope you guys learned something from it. And like I always say, peace out.